All right, so I'm going to do this. This is just for the internet part because I try to stay as positive as I can on the radio. And I want to talk about this particular subject because it's ridiculous. All right, it's absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. And I wonder why anybody would even be part of doing this. As you know, I'm from close to the Boston area, and this concerns me. I mean, I'm not trying to tell virus experts how to do their job, but this is just dumb. You know, it came out in the news the other day. And let me just preface this by saying this is dumb, this is dangerous, this is a bad idea. I can't see any good coming from this. But researchers over at Boston University, they're catching a little bit of heat right now, as they should be, for they created a strain of COVID. They made this that might actually be deadlier than what we've been dealing with. And they did it. Here's the thing. They did it on purpose. They did it on purpose. Did you not learn anything? They took the first virus that spread in 2020, and apparently they gave it like a spike protein that made they gave it that same little spike protein, whatever that is, that made Omicron so contagious. So they're like, okay, let's pop that in there. Then they tested it on mice and killed 80% of them. Killed them dead. Now, before you panic too much here, right, they used a type of mouse that's apparently very susceptible to COVID. So hope that calms you down. So then they go on to say, because you're going to trust your government. They said, oh, don't worry about it. We tested it on mice that are pretty susceptible to COVID. So don't worry about it. We doubt it's going to be as deadly in people. We doubt that. But they're not 100%. Doubting is not 100%. Well, we think it's all right. It's also just one of the 13, that's one, by the way, of the 13 different labs authorized to handle some of the most dangerous viruses. So it's in there. That's one of those labs. How many other experiments are these other labs doing? And this is just one of the 13. And it's a super high-tech lab. All the safety measures are in place, so it's not like a bunch of college kids messing around. It's not like Scott Baio and Zapped. You know, they're not fooling around here. It's pretty safe, they say. But, man, things can happen. It sounds super risky to me, especially since some people think that the original virus leaked from a lab doing the same sort of thing in China. So let's get not to be. Why would you do it? Why? Is this a biological weapon thing? I thought we banned them. To be clear, okay, it's supposedly no risk. Supposedly no risk, so don't panic. It's called gain of function. That's the gain of function research where they make viruses deadlier to try to get ahead of them. That's the theory here. Now, to be clear, that theory has never been proven either. The official explanation as to why they're doing this has yet to be said. Now, remember, we've been told that COVID came from a bat or some other animal and then mutated to get to us. Look, they just, if that was the case, if COVID was created by an animal, a bat or something like that, and it mutated and spread around, why? Why would you take this thing and add a couple more dangerous protein spikes in there, make it deadlier, and now run the risk of it potentially making its way out of the lab? We live, 2022 is an absolute shit show. I'm telling you, it absolutely is. This era of time that we live in is not what I thought it was going to be. My middle-aged life was not supposed to be like this at all. And it's common sense. Common sense is gone. What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think there's any positive reason for doing this? Let me know in the comments.